out the thesaurus, man. I'm just going to use simple words here. It's really bad.
I love it. Leo does not mince his words. That is exactly what I was thinking as well.
Right?
The only wave clear they have, really, is the Hanabi.
It's Asmodeus.
In the late game.
Right?
In the late game. And imagine how long that's going to take.
Yeah, it really grinds my gears, the fact that they didn't invest in wave clear. But hey, if they snowball and they play it right, we might see game 3.
What grinds Leo's gears? We'll find out here. And here in this one, at the very least, Mongolia, their chick in the arm right now is going to be this carry, who is kind of going to be prone to these ganks, especially with the Baksha on the other team, and especially if it is a very willing Baksha. A Baksha is very willing to dive. That's going to be the randomizer here. How do they say that? The small things, the small factors. Right?
And if ever you see Henny's able to find the perfect flicker jump, right? You're able to really take down Bebek. Speaking of, Bebek's very low.
Yeah,
oh, Lord Asmodeus just going in, and did I not just say? It breaks out into a full 2-on-2. Asmodeus very low, forcing Ethan out of here. And now it's Forbid in trouble, taking out Asmodeus on the way out. Here comes Zara. Becomes a 3v2, and they're not stopping. Knocks up the Kufra, coming in with the flicker and the pull. Henny's still alive, but not for long. As he goes for the bouncing ball, he's still alive.
No
what?
way.
NetherRealm keeps him in, but they don't dive in deep.
And again, Georgia actually gets the turtle on the back of that. So, man, I gotta agree, all of that boiled down to the fact that the Hanabi stayed alive for that long because of the shielding.
And this was in the first 2 minutes.
Exactly.
This was the first 2 minutes, all right?
That's something.
Asmodeus not short on confidence, not short on commitment. If this is what's needed of me, I will give my all. The odds be damned, but just the same, you have to choose your fights.
Always.
So if that happened later on, maybe say past the 10, 11 minute mark, would have been amazing for Georgia.
I mean, at the very least, I think Kenneth seems to be very willing to take these fights. That's something that you can really say for Georgia. And as long as you're not like, you're not a Kufra that's put in the position where you're just backing off and just trying to doing things half-heartedly. I think that's very actually something that kind of separates good from really bad Kufra. So let's see if that's going to be a big factor here. As you can see, they're very willing to dive in.
Oh, down goes Bebek, and now they force the NetherRealm out of Forbid, and he is out of his breath as Licked and the rest of Georgia still crack down on him, and now Forbid goes down. Asmodeus traded out for. Here comes Zora. Is this not the deja vu from about a minute ago? And they still continue fighting. Henny's very low. Zora looking for another con, looking for another knock-up. The hook misses. They disengage.
They actually might have just stepped in the temporal field.
Whoa!
Here. But a big difference here is happening on the mid here. Nightlow, definitely the guy who's making the big difference here in Georgia so far.
I'm loving what
I'm loving this guy, man.
Is dropping, and here's another hook coming in from Ethan, and the bite down the bloody hunt leaves a bloody corpse of Asmodeus down on the ground near here, the Y bush, and Azora steals away the small-scale lizard. They're not done. Oh, wait.
Right now, Equinox can only save that Hanabi for so long until it really will run out. And it's going to be a turtle at the very least going over to Mongolia, who seem to be playing a lot slower than they were in the very last game.
This is the first turtle? No, it's the second turtle.
Yeah.
All right, cool. See, again, the way that these two teams play, throw out your sense of timing. Throw out the pacing.
I agree.
It's just so different from what we're used to in more developed regions, and that's what's amazing about this World Championships here, is they're able to showcase, and now Lick gets hooked right underneath tier 1 down bottom, forcing out another pull, forcing out the hard guard, and here comes Hiddies with a 3-man knockup, and they're still fighting. NetherRealm saving the Mongolian squad, and now they're still going. Henny's falls already, looking for another knockup. Asmodeus falls, and they're not done. Ethan traded out for 3 for 1 so far as Pinkman falls, and they're still going. Can Zora survive? Maybe no, maybe yes, as the coin flip wins, and Bebek dashes on forward. Nightlove gets a shutdown. Killing spree. Georgia goes on the board, trading out of their minds.
You literally have to hold your breath here with this game. You never really know. Everything was determined by an inch and a mile in certain situations. Nightlove, he's fighting back.
Don't
he's not
do
afraid.
It. A hawk coming in. Asmodeus Oh, Ethan says, get in my belly! And there's not enough firepower. They could not capitalize.
He can manage to slow them down a little bit. That bounce really put Mongolia back, which I think stopped a huge, bloody scene there. And I think, while all this is happening, by the way, Licht is just getting the gold on the map.
Yeah.
So I'm really loving this for Georgia. At the same time, Mongolia, they're kind of realizing this, and they're starting to, you know, step on the gas a little bit more slowly but surely all throughout the next few minutes.
Rockhard, listen, as much as I am also happy for Licht, you can't rely on this mid-game spike as they ramp up into the late game with a box with plenty gold. Oh, there's a penalty zone coming in from Eisen, and they crack down. Pinkman falls. Not enough time to get the hard guard in. Hennis jumping in, gets the ult, knocking them into a wall, but is there enough firepower? Asmodeus in point-blank range, throwing out all of those flowers. Oh, it's enough to go ahead and stop a push. Another jump in coming in. Mongolia stopped in the track. Zora falls. Ethan as well. Forbid takes down Asmodeus before he retreats as Eisen barrels away, hammering down tier 1.
It's a 2 for 2, but Eisen, you know, you really see how comfortable this guy is on the Terizla. He's just diving in mid-action, right? And it's really so smooth. And so far, what they're doing here is just they're providing pressure. Exactly what Mongolia should do. So for me, it feels like Georgia's actually catching up slowly. I mean, I know Mongolia's winning these trades, but we are just looking on one small part of the screen, right? On other parts of the map, Georgia's actually getting some money as well.
And I think that's what they need to prioritize as we enter the mid-game here. Last hurdle scored over by Mongolia. I'm wondering, what's Georgia's plan, right? Because again, you mentioned how Licht is farming up. What's he gonna do with that money?
That's right. I mean, he's supposed to be in the middle of the fights, to be honest. So totally not agreeable here. Asmo with a huge shield, even with the hard guard.
Coming in, and they're barreling away at the target. Oh, Asmodeus gets popped. Out comes the Angela, and they go ahead use the Nether Realm. Bebex very low, a fifth of his health. He's not enough. He can't fight. Forbid goes ahead, walks on through, phases through that wall. That's damage control of trade. Zora for Asmodeus as tier 1 down bottom falls.
At the very least, Mongolia being known as great tower divers, not really done quite yet. Eisen, in the middle of everything, still wants to get that penalty zone down.
Oh, that's a penalty zone used to great effect, but not enough of a follow-up. Forbid falls, and nobody, save for Hennies, goes down. Ethan gets taken out. Bebex. Bebex is getting sandwiched. Bebex! Oh, what's he gonna do? It's over! They pop him! Bebex, run! Bebex!
Ring that bell! Going down low here with a monster kill. This Paquito really is like a little bit of a shadow punch happening for Georgia.
Man, Night Love, I didn't even notice he's sitting at 6-2. 6-0-2, that is.
Oh man, this is exactly what Georgia needs to get back into this match right now. In what felt like a one-sided game in game number 1, this time around, Mongolia really facing a lot of that problems. And again, their lack of also that massive wave clear is becoming problematic. They're taking so much time in clearing these waves that people are sometimes late to the fights here.
Yep, and again, that's what you need to do. The way that these two teams are playing, the team that hesitates first loses. And that's what explains 12-12 under 10 minutes, right? They both understand and they both made a silent pact. Whenever there's a fight, you will respond, regardless of what happens. And looking at the net worth, it looks like it's coming over to Mongolia's benefit. And now another fight breaks out. The jump in from Hennies. Oh, Asmodeus just barreling away. NetherRealm coming in. Penalty zone from Eisen. And they're swinging away. Bloody hot onto 1. Asmodeus falls. He traded up for Ethan. Hennies falls as well. A bonk from Zora. And that's all she wrote as Licht holds on for just a second longer as Eisen takes him down. 3 for 1 so far. The exchange. Night Love not going to get shut down unless Bebex has something to say about it. Forward flicker on the carry. 4 for 1, Rockhard. 4 for 1.
4 for 1. Man, oh man, Mongolia. They hit the jackpot there with positioning from Bebex. He is fearless right now on that carry. And that team fight was actually very complicated to navigate here.
Very, very. Pinkman!
Oh, that hurt.
Why?
That hurt me.
What was Pinkman thinking?
He's not really much of a thinker, is he?
He's a doer.
He's more of a doer.
He's a doer, and I understand. Again, with the pace that this game is going, high octane, explosive action. Sometimes, even if you're an Angela, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You just gotta dive in alongside your teammates, man. That's exactly what they're doing right now. Pinkman being left alone there, I guess maybe got caught by surprise by Aizen as well. You know what? You can never really tell. Aizen just a monster on this Terizla so far.
Yep, and again, it's a great mirror to Nightlove. Nightlove is a monster Paquito, so, you know, the X factor for both teams. The XP laner, Henny's coming in with a jump point blank range. But there's no damage. Oh, there's a pull. Coming in, the answer, penalty zone, Lord still standing, and it falls. I take everything back, at least with the whole wave clear point. Great defense from Georgia.
Yeah, Tyrant's Rage is going to be down right now, so I don't think Georgia's going to be fighting this anytime soon. But they do have some options. They just have to dodge those hooks from Ethan. And I think they should be fine for the next few seconds.
And yeah, it's great timing to actually take a breather here. About 100 seconds until the next Lord.
Lots of time.
And Georgia, looking at the map here, this is odd to say, but they have enough space to actually leave their base.
Exactly.
But they need to leverage their magic sentries.
And I have to reiterate, this is a big contrast to what we saw in game number 1. It was non-stop fighting, but it was always Georgia losing. Right now, they do have some options. Not that many, but some. You know, they have something to do.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing compared to game 1.
And we're already, what, 2 minutes past the point of game 1 ending.
Yes.
So already great progress for Georgia. All the Georgians watching, MLBaBy esports fans, your team needs you. Show some love as they now defend against Mongolia, who are just counting the seconds before they penetrate and take down one inhibitor. Maybe down bottom first.
Eyes on Hennessy. Hennessy right now. Oh, the flicker in.
They come in looking for a big explosive play. Ethan gets taken down first as Bebex just throws out the light wheels. Down goes Asmodeus. Worthy trade. Lick falls as well. 2 for 1 so far as the inhibitor still stands. Poppin. Aizen's immortality. Down goes Forbid. Nightfall gets the kill. And they go ahead and knock up Zora. He doesn't know where he is. He's playing trampoline. And finally, that turret falls.
Going for the objectives, exactly what you should do right now, and that should be Mongolia backing off here. So that's going to be Mongolia, obviously, just flexing their mechanics there, and biting off a bit more than they could chew. I gotta say, Lick is lasting a lot longer against Bebex than I thought he would. He's taking so many carry shots, and that's actually slowing down Mongolia. That's a big factor.
To be fair, there's a lot of peel on Georgia, right?
Oh,
even Nightlove, right?
That's true.
I think I made a mistake of calling him Nightfall, but yeah, Nightlove, even as a Paquito who deals a lot of damage, can actually peel, can actually take a few hits, but not like this.
And he's sexy too. He dodges that hook really well.
And he's still ready for the fight.
They want to dance this one off. Lick right now seems to be more confident to go for these targets. Who's it gonna be though?
Oh, this fight near the river, this is dangerous. We see a concealed play coming in from Ethan. Both teams
on the front,
playing with fire. Down goes Asmodeus, and as well Licked. 2 key players for Georgia, and now Nightlove is going to follow suit. Can Bebex get him? The answer is yes. 3 for none so far as Mongolia smells blood in the water. They might want to end here in mid.
This is why Terizla is so good. You just can't fight him straight on in a 5v5 team fight without suffering for it.
It's over. Mongolia scores a sweep 2-0 in tonight's second match.
All right, this was a lot more decisive than we saw.